I want to talk about Christian nationalism. This is, white replacement theory. This is MAGA. It's all the same thing.
Motive behind the term Christian nationalist is easy to define and simple to interpret. We believe that the destiny of America in relationship to its governing authority must be kept in the hands of our own people. We must never be governed by aliens. We must keep control of our own money and our own blood. In other words, we must remain true to the Declaration of Independence. That is nationalism. We believe that the spiritual symbol of our statesmanship is the cross, which indeed is the symbol of Christianity. We believe that the inspiring dynamic out of which America grew is Christianity. We believe that there would be no real America such as we love and for which we're willing to die if there had been no Christianity. Thus, when a Christian is a nationalist, he becomes necessarily a Christian nationalist.
The Nazis wrapped up in a nicer, bow. National Socialists and Christian nationalists are the same thing. They just wanted to add the word Christian. That way it seems a little more palatable for the stupid Americans. What the fuck is the matter with you people?
Republicans really need to recognize the people they represent, okay, their voters, not the lobbyist owners, not the corporate PACs, not those people. That's not who the Republican Party should represent. We need to be the party of nationalism, and I'm a Christian and I say it proudly. We should be Christian nationalists.
Fuck you, cunt. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Wow. Alex Jones talks about, we got 71 days until the damn Civil War. That was in my video, This Week in Hate. It's all the same thing, y'all. They talk about how much they love Israel, but they never talk about how much they love the Jews. You ever know that? You ever notice that? They talk about how much they love Israel, but never about how much they love the Jews. Because they believe the Jews are going to burn in the 5 pits of hell, and the sooner we bring the Armageddon, the sooner they get raptured to the goddamned... You wouldn't believe how bad it is here. Boebert talking about a Bible citizenship test? What the fuck, you cunt?
So, no, we don't want people who are atheists. We don't want people who are Jewish. This is an explicitly Christian movement because this is an explicitly Christian country. Now, we're not saying that, we're going to deport all these people or whatever. You're free to stay here, right? You're not going to be forced to convert or anything like this, but you're going to enjoy the fruits of living in a Christian society under Christian laws.
Because they believe the Jews are going to burn in the 5 pits of hell. And the sooner we bring the Armageddon, the sooner they get raptured to the goddamned... This is a way to use America's war machine to help make that happen. These people are dangerous, and now they found political power.
He's an enemy of the state. You want to know the truth? The enemy of the state is him and the group that control him. FBI and the Justice Department have become vicious monsters, controlled by radical left scoundrels, lawyers, and the media who tell them what to do. You people right there.
Equal either. Where's the FBI when it comes to Hillary Clinton's 33,000 emails or Hunter Biden's laptop computer, or you can go on, and the left gets away with anything. And they almost think that they could steal an election.
Yeah.
They get away with so much. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why wouldn't they steal an election?
Yeah.
Lots of information about the Dominion voting system, which I've been investigating myself.
Several Trump campaign attorneys, prominently Sidney Powell, say they have evidence that certain voting software was rigged and that millions of ballots were changed from Donald Trump to Joe Biden.
72 million Americans voted for Donald Trump.
all of them, all of us, deserve an answer.
Found a number of issues with Dominion's Democracy Suite 5.5a machine.
The reason we had so many overreaching regulations in our nation is because the church complied. The church is supposed to direct the government. The government is not supposed to direct the church. That is not how our founding fathers intended it. And I'm tired of this separation of church and state junk that's not in the Constitution. It was in a stinking letter, and it means nothing like what they say it does.
I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Christocrat. We're going to try to shake Texas up and move her back to bright red.
Generation. I mean, I don't apologize for that. Is it an unforgivable sin? Of course not. In fact, I believe God would probably give us the cure for AIDS today if we put our foot down and said, we no longer tolerate this. We're not going to fund it with health care. We're going to hold you accountable. I believe if we started repenting across this country, some sharp, probably Christian or Jewish researcher would find the AIDS cure. Because God's a God of grace. They may find it anyway. But you know what? Be not deceived. God isn't mocked. Whatever man sows, he's going to reap.
An effort to once again march across Texas, find the 1,000 preachers who will stand up, speak up, and refuse to give up, give them the tools, work with anybody who will work with us. But we're intending for this election cycle to create a pattern that can be duplicated all across America of pastor involvement.
Any affiliation with the Catholic Church and all of its idolatry. I refuse.
That just a few years ago declared no reasonable prosecutor would charge crooked Hillary Clinton after she set up a secret illegal server to hide her family's pay-for-play schemes, crammed it full of classified information, allowed it to be plundered by foreign hackers, you know that happened, and then deleted, acid-washed, 30,000 emails. Think of that. 30,000 emails. And what else did she do? Boom, with a hammer, smashed her phone systems to smithereens. Think of that. Think of that. Are sending the FBI storming through the home of their #1 political rival. It's a disgrace like possibly never before. Our country's never seen anything like it. They talk about documents not being properly stored, yet they go in and take documents, dump them on the floor, stage a photo shoot, and pretend that I had done it, like I had put them all over the floor. Then they put out for public consumption a picture which is seen all over the world. This is what they do. It's called disinformation. These are very dishonest, sick people. Very dishonest.
Yesterday, I'm here to tell you, was an absolute criminal act. The FBI is going to go to Mar-a-Lago, going to take siege to President Donald Trump's personal home, which I've been there. It's a beautiful place. But they won't even investigate Hunter Biden's laptop. I've seen what's on that laptop. It is nightmarish. It is evil, wicked, godless. I mean, things that will absolutely keep you up at night. And you're going to tell me that they won't investigate that?
Some of the most well-known, corrupted, evil politicians you know are full-blown devil worshippers. I've seen videos that'll make you sick. You know how none of these people that say stuff like this ever get sued? Because they don't want discovery. When I tell you that Hillary Clinton is a high priestess in the satanic church, I wish to God she'd sue me over it. I've seen the video footage. That woman worships the devil 1,000%.
Anything to protect my 5 grandchildren, including, as a last resort, shooting them if I had to protect the lives of my grandchildren.
They're coming for our children already in the public schools. Enough with this insurrection, January 6th nonsense. I was there, it wasn't an insurrection. Nancy Pelosi needs to be in prison tonight before this live feed video ends. I'm telling you, it's the facts.
Fascists, they are fascists. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them, but they're getting closer and closer. We have to win this election.
And they think that they're going to silence us. This left is full of witchcraft.
Because our partner has vacated the building. You ought not throw people out of the church. I didn't. I prayed them out. You side with them, I'll throw you out. I'm tired of people siding with witches. But I watch this video, all these Muslims. Everybody okay? Christianity and Islam are incompatible one with another. So get this nonsense out of your mind that Christianity and Islam can cohabitate. You ever seen that stupid bumper sticker, coexist? Ain't nobody on that whole thing trying to coexist except naive, skinny jean wearing pastors and Christians. Ain't no Muslim trying to coexist with you. They hate you, they hate Jesus, and they hate America. And if that chaps your hide, you can leave anytime you want to. I'm telling you, Islam is a demonic religion. It's been birthed out of hell. And they hate the nation of Israel. They always have and they always will. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. I'm sick of it. So they can Allah Akbar themselves straight to hell. I'm telling you, Israel will always win.
And get America rolling again. Maybe we need to have some sort of legislation that requires Constitution alive and biblical citizenship training in our schools, and that's how we get things turned around. But there has to be real leadership from the Republicans, especially now.
Yeah, amen to that.
The reason we had so many overreaching regulations in our nation is because the church complied. The church is supposed to direct the government. The government is not supposed to direct the church. That is not how our founding fathers intended it. And I'm tired of this separation of church and state junk that's not in the Constitution. It was in a stinking letter, and it means nothing like what they say it does.
Any of us that raise our voice, what they do is they swarm like a swarm of locusts, which is very biblical. To come in and do their best to silence our voices because that's what they want to stop.
About half the country uses it as a primary news source. Millions and millions of people understand the world through Facebook. But Facebook is not a neutral host. It has a political agenda. Results, conclusively, have been devastating for conservatives online. Breitbart, the news site, has basically lost about 30% of its traffic since that happened. PragerU down 32%. Daily Caller is down. Rare closed its doors. Some reports say IJR is on the brink of collapse because of it. Fox, by the way, is down too. Meanwhile, purveyors of approved elite opinion, CNN, the New York Times, the Washington Post, they've been unaffected by this. What is this? Well, it's an act of ideological warfare, and it's far more worrying than anything.
I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Christocrat. We're going to try to shake Texas up and move her back to bright red.
We've been there until 2016, but increasingly moving toward the purple. So these men who formerly underwrote our ministry called me back from Washington, said, do it again. So that's what we're doing now, is an effort to once again march across Texas, find the 1,000 preachers who will stand up, speak up, and refuse to give up, give them the tools, work with anybody who'll work with us, but we're intending for this election cycle to create a pattern that can be duplicated all across America.
The American people, they have to have faith in us that we will actually do something with our majority and get America rolling again. Maybe we need to have some sort of legislation that requires Constitution alive and biblical citizenship training in our schools, and that's how we get things turned around. But there has to be real leadership from the Republicans, especially now.
Yeah, amen to that.
Is because the church complied.
I mean, I don't apologize for that. Is it an unforgivable sin? Of course not. In fact, I believe God would probably give us the cure for AIDS today if we put our foot down and said, we no longer tolerate this. We're not going to fund it with health care. We're going to hold you accountable. I believe if we started repenting across this country, some sharp, probably Christian or Jewish researcher would find the AIDS cure. Because God's a God of grace. They may find it anyway. But you know what? Be not deceived. God isn't mocked. Whatever man sows, he's going to reap.
They take away soon who you can talk to, who you can call, who you're allowed to associate with. They talk about a fucking culture war. This is it, y'all. What the fuck? These people are insane. And they are coming for us all. What is that called? The Handmaid's Tale? Yeah. That's cute. That's coming. That's here. What the fuck? They're doing it in Texas. They're already introducing a bill to not allow girls to leave when they're pregnant. Be stopping you at the border. Pardon me, young lady. Is that a pregnancy that I detect? Step out of the car, please. I shit you not. What do you think's gonna happen, y'all? Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Something's gotta be done. They're a bunch of goddamn fascists.